You pussy motherfuckers cannot fuck with King Hood. We in too deep, we run the motherfucking streets, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang.
I'm at your head first, you can call me a crash dummy. Clothes looking bummy, I ain't looking to flash money. I stash money, I ain't spending shit cause I ain't giving. All year round, bitch, eat like it's Thanksgiving. Can catch me on the block, I'm posted up like I'm Tim Duncan. Paper chasing for the money, just look how the bread coming. Bitch, I ball like LeBron, but kick ass like I'm Jet Li. I'm on the block, posted with the snow and 2 jet skis. A couple of pounds of weed with no sticks and no stems, no seeds. And automatic weapons that's equipped with the lemon squeeze. They battle I be the greatest, I come up with some shit that you won't believe. You need me like a car, I'm an accessory like Anna Free. Don't play with me, nigga, like King JJ ain't been bumpin'. Collars and Macklemore, yeah nigga, we been lunchin'. One of a kind nigga, and up deep is the Atlantis. Underrated, always hated, I just don't understand
You pussy
it.
motherfuckers cannot fuck with King Hood. We in too deep, we run the motherfucking streets, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. MoneyBoy train run these fucking streets, ho. We got that flame, we shoot that motherfucking heat, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang.
Yellow and red, my eye look like condiment. Dressed in designer, my swag is astonishing. Keep it like 40, I'm jumping it. I'm paid in full, they use it, I'm pumping it. Last time I'm pumping your face like I'm dumping it. 21 carats, I'm swagging some dumping shit. Burning the brain, she getting no scholarship. Niggas think teaching, they keep knowing Hollywood. Y'all think you haters like I'm Jackie Robinson. Niggas who talk like Travis and Consonant. Play with you words, you vows and confidence. Put in my brand, my label and company. My struggle is humble me. Fuck with my ego and testing me constantly. My plug in front of me. Rumor hip hop in Montgomery. Same one black razor red 2 to 3. In Miami, I'm chillin', I'm on the beach. Full of fanny, rolling 2 beat. Full of all night, I don't do sleep. Money boy, please don't forget the 3. Money boy, you know it 40 beat. All white like a quarter key. In my blood, she trippin' like Cardi B.
Let they MoneyBoy trade over, get the 3. Go mob and stack and you know that we in too deep. Give me that gas and set out of they fucking street. Just like Miami, you know we gon' bring the heat. Talk with this shit, ain't gon' fuck with a picture key. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a fucking bee.
Fuck y'all haters.
You pussy motherfuckers cannot fuck with King Hood. We in too deep, we run the motherfucking streets, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. King JJ, MoneyBoy train run these fucking streets, hood. We got that flame, we shoot that motherfucking heat, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang.
Another Hill Nah production, man. Shout out to State Gang, man.
I can't stand feelings. Oh God. Man, I hate that bitch. Oh God. I don't give a fuck. I hate her guts. She can suck my dick. Oh God. Fuck her boyfriend Tommy. He can get it too. Fuck local Libra, unspoken purpose. Fuck your entire crew. Oh God. PP stay talking. Now she getting sued. Corporate lunches, drone on edges, stressed out eating food. Bitch, she was fucking her uncle. Fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him. She even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle. Fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant. Had to send the child away. I can't stand feelings. Oh God. Man, I hate that bitch. Oh God. I don't give a fuck. I hate her guts. She can suck my dick. Oh God. Fuck her boyfriend Tommy. He can get it too. Fuck local Libra, unspoken purpose, fuck your entire crew. Oh God. PP stay talking, now she getting sued. Corporate lunches, drone on edges, stressed out eating food. Bitch, she was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him, she even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away. She was fucking her uncle,
fucking him night and day.
She was
She slept in the bed with him. She even called him
had to
babe.
send her away.
She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away.
She sent her away.
He was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him. She even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day.
That shit, money boy.
Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away.
Ooh, yeah.
What's going on, people? What the fuck is going on? The truth, are you there? You sleep? You woke?
No, I'm up.
I know you're an ornery little clown. I heard you say you couldn't stay up late, and I know my intros are just as long as yours.
No, I think yours are longer.
Well, y'all, one of my strikes is gone. Shout out to that. I'm just waiting on Chubb's shit to be gone. I'm tame tonight, but y'all know tomorrow I'm gonna be back on my fuck shit. True! I need that file I asked you for last week, ma'am. I've been itching. I've been quiet. Coming out in the morning. So yeah, this show here is just a whole bunch of like weird news stories. I don't know if y'all seen by now, but I uploaded a video a couple hours ago. 16-year-old shoots his dad, kills him. I'm going to read that story so y'all can know what went on with the video, but I also got other type things. And about an hour ago, I found out I made my news too. Phyllis, Dingling Nose Flint just won't stop. The shit keeps coming. See, the truth, I sent it to you about an hour ago. I know you was live, so I don't have you had a chance to see it. I don't even know what the fuck this is, but I'm gonna read it because this woman just keeps lying.
All right.
And it's funny because she's leaving a paper trail and I don't have to do shit. She keep lying on all these goddamn documents and it's just changing the story up and it's funny. Go ahead, D-True.
Okay, so the internet.
Are you gonna read it? You have the voice. Read it for me, sir. Read this.
The internet police is like a dog with no teeth.
Okay. Read the whole document. Because they asked her a couple critical questions and she ain't answer shit. She went straight to age.
Well, yeah.
Are you doing this on behalf of a business? There's a yes or no. She ain't answer.
Yeah,
they said, is this affecting your business? Yes or no? No answer. Age 50 to 59. Can you hear me?
So wait a minute. So is there not an age? I mean, does she not know her age?
I don't know.
I haven't filled this out in a long time. I've seen them. I've actually had them filled out on me about, I want to say 4 times.
Oh, I ain't going. Wait till you hear what she put in it. That's when y'all gonna hear. That's when the ridiculousness is gonna come out. That's why I said I ain't even know I was gonna make my goddamn news show, but I did.
Okay, so let's get to the complaint, right? So she fills it out. She doesn't put her LLC on there. She just puts her name, and her age and her address and her telephone number, right? So let's get to the complaint. So understand what this is. This is the FBI Internet Police. This is where you this is where you file for internet harassment, threats, terroristic, all that. This is where you go when it's on the internet. Now, understand something. The internet is the wild, wild west. Nothing governs the internet. So again, this has to be shown that you're making threats against her and that these threats are tangible. So this is what she says. So she says, the plaintiff, AKS MoneyBoy Trey, resides in Memphis, Tennessee.
This man has been virtually stalking, bullying, and harassing me for a year on YouTube. I filed charges in the circuit court here in Little Rock, Arkansas, but he provided a false address. He bragged on YouTube.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Let's stop right there.
Okay.
You old ding-a-ling nose bitch. You filed the shit on me. I didn't have to provide an address, stupid bitch. That's what you provided. And ma'am, I'm just going to point out, you struck me twice on YouTube, well, 3 times. All 3 times you struck me, I've given the same fucking address. You didn't put that motherfucker on what you did. You put Memphis, Texas. I ain't give you shit. That's what's on there. You put a different. Keep sending YouTube, you stupid bitch. That's your fault. Go ahead.
Okay. So,
hey, for bro, Finley, my bad. Hey, shit, salute, bro. MB3 on my. Hey, I've been goddamn chilling back and shit. Like I know what I see.
Sir,
what's going
on. Come back. We grooving. Come back.
Okay. All right. Well, I hit you out after that. You know what I'm saying?
No, come back. Come back, because he only finna be up here for a few minutes to discuss this. Then you can pop back up.
All right, cool.
All right.
Continue?
Yeah.
Okay. I filed charges in circuit court here in Little Rock, Arkansas. But he provided a false address. He bragged on YouTube that he knows about the protective order, but he would not show up to court, and the sheriff would not locate him.
And pause again.
Could not locate him. Pause.
But yeah, pause. Phyllis Flint, do you not remember me calling the police station and the goddamn courts telling them, hey, this bitch I stay in Memphis, Texas. I stay in Memphis, Tennessee. Is that like a nigga that's trying to hide from some shit? Okay, continue. This lady just be lying.
It says the sheriff would not locate him. I think she said could not locate him, but she put would not locate him. The judge dismissed the case without prejudice. She said I could file again if I locate him. He recorded a video stating that he would not only stop bullying me if I paid him $1,000. He has threatened to follow me to St. Louis in February when I have to appear for business. You notice she did not want to mention
a lawsuit that she's being sued, and it's a public lawsuit. It's a public trial. And yeah. I'm still going, ma'am.
Yeah, for business. She says for business, meaning she did not want to tell them that she is going to court for slandering and harassment. She didn't want to put that in there, that she's being sued for slander and harassment. She left that out. She just said going for business, right? Again, he recorded a video, stated, I only stopped bullying him if I paid it down. He was threatened to follow me to St. Louis in February where I have to appear for business. And he said he and a gang would be there and I need my head bashed in.
What gang? What gang? And who said that's fine? Okay, we gonna continue. Did y'all hear the lies that this bitch is just like continue, and she keep writing this shit on paper?
He also said I should be killed. He goes live on YouTube every day. She misspelled every day for hours bullying me. He was live today.
But why does it sound like she telling the teacher on me? Bitch, grow up.
Yeah. He goes live on YouTube every day for hours bullying me. He was live today, says he will not stop. He said the court can't make him stop. Please help me. This man has said.
Wait. The court can't make me stop. Is she telling the internet who this?
No, she says you.
I know, but the courts can't stop me unless they rule that I've done something illegal.
Exactly. He will not stop. He says the courts can't make him stop. Please help me. This man has said he hates me and will not stop bullying me. I have my court papers showing the protective order, which is no longer in place. He makes hate songs about me.
That she sings, by the way. She sings them shits.
He makes hate songs about me. He has over 200 videos all about me where he just constantly bullies and harasses me for 5 to 6 hours at a time.
Now, wait. Notice in her internet crime complaint, she don't say that I'm stealing her content and just upload it. I bullied and harassed it. Now I'm making fun of her.
Well, yeah,
she's
the
telling the teacher that I'm she's tattling that I'm calling her mean names. Yeah. You as a 60-year-old woman is telling people this. They don't give a fuck. Grow up.
Remember,
cut that shit off, bitch.
She must conform the papers to what she needs them.
What does this do? Who the fuck does this go to? What does this do?
Well, this is a website on the FBI's website.
Now, when the FBI look at my page and see I ain't done none of this shit, then what?
There's nothing they can do. You're not breaking any laws. So, but here's the thing, though. She has to conform to what they can actually do something about. They can't do anything about copyright, but they can do something about harassment. So if they find that you're harassing her, they can step in. Most likely, like I said, they're a dog with no teeth. So they're just going to say, can you please stop? So wait, it gets better. It gets better. This is where she mentions me. She goes, where he just constantly bullies and harasses me for 5 to 6 hours at a time. He posted a picture of my home, the mortgage I pay, and how much I owe on
Who did that?
media.
Me?
Yeah.
She said I did that?
Yeah, she said you did it.
What? Okay.
I'll read that part again. She said he posted a picture of my home, the mortgage I pay, and how much I owe on social media, YouTube website. He also posted my employer information on his YouTube site and asked people to call my job. My employer was called.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I say news stories that make you say, why? Why is she doing this? Lady, you do realize they need proof of this shit. They ain't just gonna take your word for it. What the fuck? Now,
it gets better.
I told people to call your job now. Wow.
Yes. Information on his YouTube site. Asked people to call my job. My employer was called. I was called in the office, and an investigation was done. And they found out I had done nothing wrong. This man is a psycho and is obsessed with me. He watches everything I do on my YouTube channel, from my clothes. Let's go to the next page.
To her hair and makeup. That was it.
Yeah, from my clothes, I wear, the makeup I wear, and the food I eat. Now, this is very interesting. This is actually a very, very important spot on this actual document that she has filled out. It says, which of the following were used in this incident? Check all that apply. She puts nothing. There's nothing checked because the FBI looks for spoofed emails, meaning that it's a fake email that people may get mistakenly for another person's email and send them pertinent information. Similar domain, meaning you've cloned their site, their website, and you've replaced a dot or a O with a zero in order to get people to get on the website to steal their information, right? Email intrusions, meaning that you hacked into her email and have done something to her email account.
Then she keeps not putting my phone number on her either. My phone number is on the YouTube documents, and you keep not putting my phone number on there. I don't know whose number you keep using, but that ain't mine, bitch. You constantly playing these games on all these documents, and at some point they gonna say you're doing this shit purposely. How in the fuck do you constantly keep getting the same number and the same address and you putting something different every single time?
But she didn't mark anything. You haven't done any of these things, which basically is the reason that they look into things. Okay. Let's see. Let's go down here. Email was used. The incident, please provide. No response. Okay. It says, are there any other witnesses or victims to this incident? Yes. There are several thousand witnesses, and I have letters from them stating all the things that I have written above.
Pause. Bitch, you ain't even got 1,000 signatures on your petition. It's the lies for me, just the blatant and utter lie. I got this shit about an hour ago, y'all. With my counter notification, because she went and updated it. Like, her whole thing is, apparently, the truth, you got all them videos anyway, and then I already forwarded them to Miss Robbie. But apparently, it's the videos that she wants the videos to stay gone. There's some shit in there about Miss Robbie, apparently, that she don't want the world to hear. But, ma'am, they've already been forwarded, man. When I did them live, I said, the truth. So that's that. I don't give a fuck about them videos, ma'am. I don't care. I've already been paid for them. You can have them. But just to stick it to you, I want to go to court so I can prove to you that you gonna lose. That's it. I'm gonna prove to you you're gonna lose. You're gonna make me a goat. This is an important case, y'all, in YouTube history. 2 YouTubers are commentary videos allowed. That's what she's challenging here. I'm here for it. I want my day in court. Continue the truth.
So she says, yes, there are several thousand witnesses, and I have letters from them stating all the things that I have written above. They have witnessed him saying these tings. Tings. She spells these tings. Tings.
She ignorant.
They ask her, has she said this to any other law enforcement or government agencies? She puts down the Sherwood Police Department, the Shelby County Sheriff's Department.
Here's the trick about that. They asked that question because if you've contacted all these people and they didn't find anything wrong, then what the fuck are they supposed to do?
Exactly.
You stupid son of a bitch. That's why they asked you that.
Click here if there's an update to previously filed complaints. No. Were you the victim in the incident described above? Yes. And of course, she just puts yes, but she doesn't put her name, her business, her phone number, or her email. This was digitally filed. Her digital signature is there. So, again, you haven't committed any crime. Making YouTube videos.
Oh, and she did this on 12/30. Remember, she had posted this on her community wall, and I'm like, lady, you ain't even filled the motherfucker out yet. Like, why are you showing blank documents?
This is a referral form.
That's fine. It's still documented. YouTube sent me a copy, so it's more shit. It's more of her putting shit on documents flat out lying.
So wait, YouTube sent this to you?
Yeah, YouTube sent this to me. She with the amendment that she posted the other day.
So she
sent them all these files.
Yeah.
She put out it, but this is stupid.
Yeah,
this is ignorant.
So she sent this to YouTube so that YouTube could see that she's following up.
YouTube ain't found me. YouTube has not found me to break any of their community guidelines, ma'am. Here, my strike gone. You struck me 11 days ago. Strike gone. Videos down. Don't give a fuck. Strike gone, though. That's what's important.
This is another attempt to get under your skin. This is another attempt for you to get on here and talk about her and say things about her that she can use.
All I've said is you a stupid son of a bitch for the stuff that I've seen in here. I ain't got nothing else to say other than I want to see you in court.
Well, but like I've told you before, this is very easy to fight. Even if you were to go to court, you could fight this very easily because it's an interpretation. It's an interpretation of what you're doing. Okay?
And these things would definitely be held over Zoom, correct?
Well, say that again?
I said these things would definitely be held over Zoom, or is this one of them show up things? It's fucking copyright.
No, you could, but see, here's the thing though, you have to request that.
This is copyright shit.
Yeah, you can request a Zoom hearing or a phone conference hearing. But you have to put a motion in. You can't just assume that's the way it's going to be. So what you have to do is you have to call down the courthouse and you have to ask them to put a motion in for a Zoom court hearing for you. For you.
Man, this shit ain't gonna get put on the docket to next year.
No, this is not gonna be.
The federal court so fucking bagged up with real shit.
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with this. She's just gonna add this to the list of things to put on the court documents. That's it. But again, everything she said in there,
it's gonna backfire on her. It looked like she the crazy one.
Well,
this lady said he calls me mean names from the food I eat. Bitch, you a mukbang channel. What the fuck? I'm supposed to talk about what you eat, you stupid 3 dry air fry wing cooking ass bitch. So hey, you are literally a mukbang channel complaining to me about he criticizes the stuff I eat. You cook, ma'am. That's what people are supposed to do.
The first thing you do want to do is you make 2 motions. One motion is for the Zoom, right? The other motion, I gotta
get served first. How that shit comes after getting served.
Yeah, but the other motion is to dismiss.
Well, wait, this ain't even got no court date yet. It's just filed, so I don't have to worry about being served anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if everything goes and they serve you, you got to go. The motion is first for dismissal.
Off top, frivolous ass shit.
Ask for a dismissal. What happens is then the judge, because
they're gonna say why? Because she an uncle fucker.
You're not gonna say that. You're gonna ask the judge to look at it as this. This is frivolous. This is basically her harassing me over and over again. She got a protective order that was thrown out. But see, she wants the courts and the FBI to believe that the only reason it was thrown out was because she couldn't serve you.
No, she said because I gave her a wrong address. Bitch, you didn't ask me for my address to fill a protection order out, you stupid son of a bitch. We were in a relationship. You should have known my address. Like she called and said, yo, Trey, I'm finna fill this restraining order out. What's your address, G? And I gave her the wrong one. I ain't do shit, ma'am. That was all you. I had nothing to do with that process. This lady, her just be stop the cap.
But anyone can fill this out. Anyone could go to the FBI's website.
Man, lady can wipe her ass with this shit.
Anyone can go here. Anyone can fill this out. The problem is that she left so many things blank. They're just gonna ignore it. They're just gonna ignore
the part they're gonna pay attention to is, oh, you contacted 3 different police departments and they said he ain't doing shit wrong. Leave us alone, and leave us alone, Uncle Fucker.
When you do not fill it out correctly, fill in the blanks, the things that they're asking you for, these things are not going. These things have to be filled out correctly. If you leave anything blank, it goes in the trash. And they don't look at it. She left out a lot of pertinent information in it. A lot of stuff is blank. They're looking at it and they just go right past it and on to the next. Liz wants you to know that she said she's going to retaliate. Liz wants you to counter sue. You're right, Nicole. You're absolutely right. This is just to intimidate MoneyBoy, push MoneyBoy to further do things, push MoneyBoy to basically go after her even harder. That's why. See, I don't think someone told her she doesn't have enough evidence. So she's trying.
Has she not noticed that I ain't been talking about her no way? The only time I start fucking with her is when she becomes desperate as fuck on her community post. Would she be starving after 7-8 days? I'm like, lady, I've been told you're a non-story into the trial. Bitch, enjoy life. I don't care.
She definitely did this to get your attention.
I got but she been showed us on the community post. I'm just seeing the shit filled in, and I still don't give 2 shits. Fuck that old Uncle fucking bitch. Straight like that.
Look, I've dealt with these 5-6 times. Essie Berry has put them on me. Other people have put them on me. These are nothing. These guys that work in this department are like a dog with no teeth. The most they'll do is send you an email. That's it. Just send you an email. Say, hey, can you do us a favor and stop? Okay.
Yeah, but Miss Leah counter-suing for what? She ain't got shit. Plus, whatever she do got Miss Robbie gonna take. That's what I'm saying. Like, all this fucked up shit she doing to me, she need to worry about what Miss Robbie gonna do. I'm good. I'm good. We here because of a strike. She ain't want them to give me my video back and take the strike away. That's all it was. She didn't want to give my video back. That's why we're here.
She needed more stuff to prove to YouTube that she's serious. Because that's one thing about YouTube. If they think you're not serious, it doesn't matter.
YouTube did their job when she showed the lawsuit paper. That was it. YouTube don't care about this internet crime shit. They don't give a fuck.
Oh no,
they out of it.
They don't care. No, they're out of it anyway. Remember what I told you? When it comes to copyright, YouTube doesn't care one way or another.
Yes, all that. As soon as I send the counter notification, they out of it. They like, it's a legal thing now. Yep. They said you explain to us a legitimate reason to be able to make this a legal issue. Which is what I gotta prove. That's why I'm like, I don't know why she keeps pointing back to what I told YouTube. That shit ain't gonna come into question, man. What's coming into question is, do you have legal copyright shit? Ma'am, you forgot this is an entertainment channel, bitch. I entertain. I do parodies.
It's not only that. When it comes to copyright infringement and fair use, it's a gray area. and the courts don't want to be involved. If you could prove that you did commentary, if you could prove that you're doing a teaching, if you prove that you're doing
I'm criticizing the fuck out this Uncle fucking bitch. I sure am.
The court's gonna be like, okay, looks like copyright. Looks like fair use.
Fair use.
Okay, that's why they set the guidelines.
And the fact that I break her shit down into parts, where I'd be like, I've only done. I'm like, I literally be there and be like, shit, I've only reviewed 7 minutes of her video and I'm 3 hours in. What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Yes, you have no leg to stand on.
But wait a minute, if you notice, the court never puts a time on it. The courts have never said how much is too much. How much is you can't use this much. All the court ever said was that you cannot play someone's video in its entirety without commentary. Meaning you can't just play it straight and then at the end of it you have some commentary. You can't do that. That is a copyright infringement. You're playing someone's video straight through. You have to break it up and do commentary, but they've never put a time on it. They never said, look, you can only do 30 seconds. You can only do 40 seconds. You can only do a minute. You can only do 2 minutes. The court has never justified what is the legal limit for fair use. The only stipulations they ever put on fair use is that it's for commentary, criticism, teaching, reporting. That's it. In the definition, no time. So again, she's throwing stuff out there. The court is going to let you file your, thing because
they'll take your money.
Take your money. And again, it's up to the court to say, okay, well, we don't think it was copyright infringement. It's a judgment. So they're not going to just dismiss your case if you come to them with a copyright infringement case. Because that's exactly what it is against you. It's not slander. It's not harassment. It's none of that stuff. It's a copyright infringement case, which basically is the lawyer, if she got a lawyer, would be a intellectual property lawyer. So, and she doesn't have any lawyers listed on that paperwork when she sued MoneyBoy Track.
Even on her updated thing, because she updated and typed the URLs in. Because initially, remember I came on there and I actually, bitch, I need to send you an invoice because I was the one that told you, dumbass, you do realize if you don't go back and add them videos, if you don't sue me for them videos, bitch, I'm gonna get them videos back too and the strike gonna be gone. Well, she added those other 3. So that's what it says in there.
She wrote it in.
Initially she wrote in. No, she wrote. It was for one, but like I told her, like YouTube is you gotta be specific on it. So she amended the lawsuit and put the URLs in and sent it to YouTube with the other. Because when she struck me, she hit 4 videos, but it was 1 strike.
Yeah, because she listed them all on the same.
And again, I don't give a fuck about them videos. I was already paid off of them. Oh, by the way, y'all, we got memberships now. We have State Gang membership. First time ever. I don't know how it's gonna go, but yes, we do get it. Who will be the first one to come down and join? Who gonna join the gang that she said gonna be in St. Louis? Even though I can't make any of these people go to St. Louis. Hey, every time somebody asks me, I'm like, I'm going by myself. That's all I've been saying. Who going with myself? But other people say they're going, but it's the gang there. This lady, her.
Well, she's putting the copyright strikes on your channel to see if she can get it taken.
Well, it's like, the strike is gone, sir. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, you can only have 3. You can only have 3 active
Oh, I know, but she could only get me for them folk videos and that one. That's all she was able to get me for. Because trust me, if she could have struck me with more shit, she would have tried. And I think that's when she struck them four. I think she was trying to do 4 so my channel could be gone anyway, thinking it was going to be 4 strikes.
Yeah, I've had 7 at one time. I've had 7 copyright strikes, but because they were all disputed, they couldn't do anything. YouTube couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, until they were
all disputed.
Yeah, the counter, cool. So as long as they don't take your, if they don't take your channel while the shit is in dispute, that's cool.
Yeah,
because all my shit be in dispute. We got a member.
All right, our first member.
We got a member. Mad Militant has joined the state gang. Yes, sir.
You can't meet the threshold. You cannot meet the threshold. Nigga, meet the motherfucking threshold, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meeting the threshold.
So if YouTube accepts your counter notification, then that strike is on hold. See what I'm saying?
All right, she thought she 11 days, ma'am. 11 days.
She's just grasping for straws right now. Like you said,
you thought it was gonna be 90. She thought it was gonna be 90. No, 11.
No.
Typically, if you don't counter, it be 90. And then she didn't know if she didn't. This is her first time ever taking a motherfucker to court. I think I'm the only person she's ever struck. But the first time she didn't do it, I kept telling her, you ain't gonna take me to court. That's why she did it. And so we hear she didn't know that the strike would still be gone in 10 to 11 days pending legal action. She thought it was still gonna be there for 90 days. And that they were gonna be able to team up on me and hit me from all different angles and give me strike. That's why I've been quiet. See, I know when to shut the fuck up. I was sitting on 2. I shut the fuck up.
It says it right there. Even if you take legal action, you have to.
She didn't read the fine print. She old.
But it says right there. Even if you take legal action, you'll have to get back. You'll have to email us the verdict.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta email. If I want the videos back, I gotta email the verdict, and which I do. I want them back now. I don't care, but cause she making me go through all this, I want them back. It could be a year from now. That's the whole crazy part about it. I told this lady, by the time we get in court, you and Miss Roberts should be gone. Your channel may be gone any goddamn way. That may be, it may be gone. Maybe that's what she wants, since she ain't got no money.
But that's the way it works, though. Even if I sue you, I the strike goes away, but the videos won't go back up. That's the way it
3
works.
of them would have until I told her she better go amend it. But the only reason I told her that is because I wanted the dumb bitch to go spend some more of her money. I ain't had to spend shit.
Yes.
I just had to shut the fuck up for 11 days.
In order to amend it, she has to go in there and file it again and pay more money. And like I said, that's the best way to get them. Just make them continue to pay money.
Yep.
Pay more money. You know, call down there. Trey, call down there and say something's wrong. Yeah, that's not my phone number. She's gonna have
Miss Robbins, she got money to fuck off. She filing frivolous lawsuits. She got money to fuck off. I asked for $150,000.
Well, she said in a video that she's gonna go into her 401k.
She's gonna drain the 401k for this shit.
So Ms. Robbie, there's money in the 401k. Don't forget about the 401k. Well, matter of fact, I mentioned that in the email that I sent the lawyers. She has a 401k and she has a retirement for one of her jobs, right?
Yes, she did retire once.
Yep. So that means she's got a pension check from that one.
She might still have some of the fraudulent PPP loan money too.
I'm gonna have to tell Miss Robbie's attorneys about them PPP loans too. Might be a little money left over from that.
I still want to know, man, why you didn't go to the Cowboy game, nor did you do your interview with Michelle Griggs. That's what I want to know. I asking for a friend. But yeah, man, I've pretty much been ignoring the fuck out of you. It's quite easy to do it. I do it often because you're not important to me, bitch. Stop talking. Stop posting community posts. Stop trying to litigate shit in YouTube. They don't care right now. Ain't shit. You foul, strike gone, we back. I ain't been gone though. I've been gone, but I haven't been. I've done a few lives, but yeah, it's straight gone. I'm back on my fuck shit in the morning, but
Well, that's because the internet in Canada sucks.
it's okay, eh? Okay, I'm gonna get into this. Damn, what are we in an hour? I'm gonna get into this first damn story. See, the true that was gonna be my last story, but you had said you were going better, so I went on and put that first.
I gotta get up in about 3.5 hours. You know, gotta catch them while they still in bed so they can't run away.
Sleep with one eye open, G.
So I appreciate you, MoneyBoy, for having me come up and help you out there. I may take this, and I am going to talk about the copyright infringement. I'm going to talk about how, what it's all about, what they look at, and what's not happening as far as for her.
Philly, I don't know if you noticed, but True's video still up and she didn't have to edit anything. So that means your privacy complaint didn't work, ma'am. How the fuck you gonna file a privacy complaint on a public goddamn document?
Exactly. But again, people get scared when they see these private. No, they tell you, you may not have to do anything.
Oh no, that's what they tell you when they realize the people full of bullshit. No, Truth they gave Truth 48 hours. She had to do something.
Yeah.
She had to appeal.
Yeah, I don't know. I go and go, they tell you the time that it's at, and then you go look, and you don't see anything, leave it up. Don't even bother.
I ain't had one that told me 48 hours in so long. The rest of them, they just be like, we notifying you. Phil send them to me damn near every week. Mm-hmm. I just don't have to do anything. They just notifying me. But I'm thinking, ma'am, again, every time you do that, you're leaving a paper trail. You the one fucking with me. Shout out to you. I ain't trying to stop you. Knock yourself out. But I've been quiet for a reason, ma'am. But this first story is going back to my video. This happened in my neighborhood. It's a sad old situation.
All right, I'm gonna get going. I will see you in the morning. By the time you go live again, I'll be back.
You saying yo again? All right, D True. You saying yo again? I spoke to you the first time you came in, son. What you yoing about now? Teen kills father in front of police officers, tries to kill himself. Here we go. Is charged that police say he killed his father in Raleigh on Saturday. According to MPD, officers responded to a shots fired call in the 3700 block of Avenue. 18-year-old Ramarin Baker Jr. tussling on the ground. Wait a minute, how did he go from 16 to 19? Yeah, he was his father on senior. Police told Baker Jr. to drop the weapon once they saw him in possession of a gun, but the teen fired the gun at the father. The man was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say after the teen shot, he tried to kill himself and If it was two weapons and they ain't the one he found with. Yo, 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 can you hear me? Am I back? Am I back? Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Back? All right. Yeah, I don't know if the last what y'all heard, but I was saying this is crazy. We're on this. Told him to put the gun down. He still shot his dad. I'm trying to figure out why he was shot. But I mean, it could have been like a split second thing. But I'm wondering why they didn't shoot him. Well, all right. Here's this other story. I know that one made you say, "Wow!" When I get more details, I'll let y'all know. Especially if I heard some street shit. Other one is this 18-year-old woman in Son of a bitch. Who is that sound? I can't hear anything, no sound. Can you hear me? Am I back? Hey, yo, dog, can you hear me? Nick, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Can you hear me? Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Nicole's perspective. Hey, yo. So again, this story, 18-year-old Memphis woman and boyfriend set up guy from Facebook. Then this happened. What do y'all think happened? As we listen to the story.
Let's just say that she and her boyfriend tried to play Bonnie and Clyde in those Shelby County streets, and the plan backfired on both of them. Shout out to Mr. ODFi who sent this story in. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell. If you're watching from Memphis, let us know below in the comments. 18-year-old Cariani Brown of Memphis, Tennessee was dating a man identified as...
Her name is weird. Rant.
For all updates, if you're Memphis, let us know below in the comments. 18-year-old Cariani Brown of Memphis was identified as 20. The dealer. She used with men she didn't have him for. She social networks to communicate with the men and lure him.
Dilla, you niggas gotta stop talking too much, or you niggas gotta stop flashing too. Grief. I just had to abandon that device. I'm sick of that motherfucker. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to hook my Bluetooth speaker up now. It's not connecting. Hold on. Let me give y'all a commercial break. Let me give y'all a song.
State gang the mob. We in too deep. MoneyBoy Trey. Joy Chit Chat. Truth hurts. Now what? It's a whole bunch of you motherfuckers. Y'all know who y'all is that I fuck with. But also, let me say, fuck Local Libra. Fuck Unspoken Purpose. Fuck Too Strong. Fuck Philly Phil. Fuck Taylor Made. Fuck Miss Vicky and whoever else wanted. She was fucking on her uncle. Back in high school, she was beating up hoes. Philly Phil. Then she got pregnant by him. She had a baby. The bitch.
With the man and lure him to a location with the plan of robbing him with her boyfriend, Jalen. According to MPD, Cariani Brown confessed that she and her boyfriend, Jalen Faulkner, agreed to rob the dealer that she lured through Facebook. Cariani set it all up for him to come to a house, but when the man pulled up to the house on Lee Crest in the Westwood neighborhood in the early morning of December 20th, Cariani's boyfriend, Jalen, brandished a gun. Here's the thing that this wannabe Bonnie and Clyde couple didn't calculate. The men they tried to set up also had protection. Someone inside the man's vehicle fired several shots, striking Jalen. Cariani then tried to clean up the scene. She took 2 weapons from her boyfriend who was bleeding out. Then she left him there, ran away. When police met
her boyfriend, the nigga she loved so much, the nigga she put on the lick, she loved him so much, she left him there to bleed out. She ain't called the police or nothing. She tried to clean up the scene, took the pistols, but fuck calling 911. Nigga, bitch, you could have dialed 911 from his phone and left. Left it. You just left him there to die. Yeah, he dead. Spoiler alert. The nigga dead. She left him there. Her boyfriend.
on site, Cariani was already gone. Her boyfriend Jalen was rushed to the hospital where he passed away. This incident happened just days before Christmas on December 20th, and MPD arrested Cariani 3 days later on December 23rd, 2022. She's been hit with multiple charges, including reckless homicide, aggravated robbery, conspiracy to commit aggravated robbery, and 2 counts of tampering with evidence. The woman is being held on 2 bonds totaling $85,000.
Most of the time, quiet.
How you get 2 bonds? Ooh. Yeah. Part of this fight, what ghetto name, girl? Part of this is your fault, not the. I'm talking about the charges part. Yeah, of course, the nigga getting shot and you setting up the robbery. That's all your fault. But ma'am, you ain't had to admit to this shit. You told them people everything. They ain't say the nigga in the car that you set up said this. They ain't say the nigga that pulled the trigger said this. They said they got all that from you. So if the people that you tried to set up and the nigga that did the killing didn't tell, the only other person that could have told exactly what happened is dead, and you volunteered all that information to the police. Why? You young people are nuts out here.
In this area, on this street here, it's quiet.
Unfortunately, that peace was shattered last week when this jailed teen described being part of a planned hoax.
Yes, you can, Nicole's perspective, and that's why I'm doing it. I already got 2,000 watch hours in the past month, so I'm trying to go ahead and get that out the way. So the next hurdle I have is just the subscribers. But the watch time will already be out the way.
Up that had a deadly ending. The man we spoke with off camera has called Lee Crest Avenue, just off West Range Road, home for several years.
Mm-hmm.
The man we spoke with said after seeing that heavy police presence, he knew instantly things were not going to turn out well. Sadly, he was right. In fact, he knew after seeing blue latex gloves, the kind first responders often wear, coupled with blue flashers, that this was
Guys everywhere, and I knew it was
Big Yo, is that you?
Because they said that some glass and stuff was shot.
Big Yo, is that you? You said like you, Big Yo. I'm just saying. Is that you?
But something he did not know is who would end up losing their life. Detectives say Cariani Brown admitted to orchestrating with her boyfriend the robbery of a drug dealer she knew through social media. Brown later described her 21-year-old boyfriend, identified as Jalen Faulkner, as pulling out his gun, but quicker on the trigger was someone inside the car with the drug dealer. Faulkner would be the one shot and killed.
Yeah, there's really a lot of drama that go on this street, but every once in a while, every blue moon.
Drama-filled and disturbing are ways of describing what happened, as Brown admitted to leaving her dying boyfriend in the street after first removing the 2 guns he came with. Days later, Brown was caught, leaving those living nearby praying.
Why you take the guns but not call the police? The ambulance? I know why the niggas that shot didn't call. Why didn't you? You came with that nigga. You just left him in the street. You ain't tell his mama or nobody to call. You just said, fuck it, he on his own. Man, these hoes ain't shit.
Peace they're used to will soon return. In Southwest Memphis, Sharita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And tonight, Brown is facing several charges. The most serious include conspiracy to commit robbery and reckless homicide. She was scheduled to appear in court today, but her case was continued until tomorrow.
Reckless homicide. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they got to charge somebody. I don't know how they're going to make reckless homicide stick, but she definitely should be charged with this nigga murder. How the fuck she ain't called the police? That's why you do crimes with people for what? Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. His own bitch left him in the street to die. Took the guns, said fuck 911. If you was that close to him to take the guns he had with him, because he was pulling one out when he got shot, you could have pulled his phone out, dialed 911, and left. They could have pinged the address. If he wasn't dead already before you left, he could have. Was he already dead? Is that why you left? Because if I'm sure he was sitting there hollering your name as you was pulling off, as you was leaving. This is all fucked up.
After being transferred to another courtroom, we'll definitely stay on top of that story.
So you have Cariani here, also known as KB. KB is the one who set up all of this with her Pookie boyfriend, Jalen, and now friend who would have been KB and her boyfriend set up. Getting evidence. And Jalen Faulkner has set up a robbery attempt with a drug dealer known to her.
Then she just gave out. She gave all the evidence. She just told everything. She didn't make them folk do their job at all. Boy, I'm torn. What am I gonna do next? Okay, we're gonna go to Nashville. I don't know if I'm gonna do the bank teller one. We're gonna do Nashville. Same channel. It's another lady. I cannot find this on the news station. Like when I see her news stories, I be trying to go find them and I cannot. So they must be fairly old. Okay, this one is called Pink Book Lessons is the channel once again. This video is called When Women Get Rejected. TSU female staffer embarrassed herself. This is a good one.
We have a report of a spicy lunatic on the loose at Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee. This jealous hyena is an employee at the HBCU. They have her working over there with the football team, having relations with the players, then harassing his girlfriend, trying to force her to leave him. I don't know. Let's get into it. But first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from Nashville, Tennessee, let us know below in the comments. So Ariel Escobar is from California. She went to school at San Jose State University. Here's her post promoting herself on LinkedIn. She wrote, I'm a part of the amazing team at Tennessee State Football. I currently serve as the Director of Football Operations and on-campus recruiting director. I hope to continue working in collegiate football or the NFL in the operations, recruiting, or player engagement role. My passion for football can be traced back to high school, where I took the offensive and defensive statistics all 4 years of high.
what she do? She's a jealous gold digger / groupie. She's a groomer of sorts. She abuses her position of power.
School, what makes me so interested in football? Football allows me to be a part of the family that comes with being a part of a team while using my skills of organization, public speaking, leadership, and decision making. Interesting. This is Ariel's second season at Tennessee State University. Before working for TSU, she completed an internship with the Chicago Bears training camp. And during college, she worked for her college football team that was at San Jose State University. So obviously we have a young woman here very interested in having a career in the NFL or college football. And I think her dream of working in football should end right now. No football team anywhere should hire this woman to do anything, and you'll see why in a second. Ariel started sleeping with one of the players at TSU. That student's name is Devon Starling. Devon is from Antioch, Tennessee. He came from a decent family. His mother and father very involved. Ended up transferring to TSU, where he's a running back. That's where he met Ariel. He was a player for the team, and she's an employee. According to Ariel, she was having relations with him and got upset that he wouldn't.
That should be some type of fraternization rule breaking. I mean, to me, what's that nigga name? Yume Idoka got fired from the Celtics for fucking women on the job. I'm just saying, she's a head recruiter, over recruiting. So that means all the young niggas that coming in, she just throwing pussy. Come on, Jackson State, you can fuck me. That's what she's doing. Oh, this is this year. This happened this year, recently.
Tell his girlfriend about her. In the early hours of December 3rd, 2022,
this video is
Ariel saw his girlfriend as an employee. According to Ariel, she was having relations with him and got upset that he wouldn't tell his girlfriend about her. In the early hours of December 3rd, 2022, Ariel...
December 3rd, 2022. It ain't this year. It's the end of last year. It's still fresh. Not even a month ago.
Saw his girlfriend's car parked at his apartment complex. She scratched up the young woman's car, vandalized...
I ain't gonna lie. She a cute little Muslim Mexican looking lady. She looks Muslim Mexican. She cute. She in there trying to get all the niggas that's finna go pro.
Iced it using ketchup, squirting it all over the vehicle. Then she saw Devon in his car with his girlfriend. Ariel started following them. He kept circling around his apartment complex and she kept trolling behind them. Devon called the police, told them that Ariel was following them. Then at some point he pulled over and parked his car. Ariel blocked his car in and then rammed into it twice. This is all while Devon and his girlfriend sat in the car waiting for the police to come. After she intentionally rammed his car twice, in a jealous rage, Ariel drove off and left the scene. Devon told police that he had video of her ramming into his car, and then she later returned to his complex again. That's when police on the scene arrested her. Ariel was released on a $7,000 bond, and she's due back in court on January 9th. When police questioned her on why she did what she did, she said she was upset because she wanted Devon to tell his girlfriend that they had relations. And yes, she's absolutely nuts. That's your excuse for damaging that woman's car and also ramming into his car?
Yeah. She's
crazy. Now, Tennessee State is aware of her arrest, but they are not commenting on the situation. They released a short statement saying TSU is unable to comment on specific personnel matters or matters potentially implicating student privacy laws. We will have no further comment at this time. First off, the local news in Nashville could care less about this story. It's like it didn't even happen. We all know if it had been Devon who rammed his car into Ariel's car, this would have been handled totally different. You know,
I gotta agree with her. Had that been him in that situation, boy, it'd have been all over the news. That nigga been suspended, all types of shit. He violent, woman beater. He tried to kill her, rammed the car. Oh, I have to agree with her. Let's see what happened to her. What's her punishment for all of this?
The media will be running updates around the clock on this, forcing Tennessee State to comment specifically on this incident and pressuring them to get rid of him. None of that is happening to Ariel. They haven't even suspended her. And that's we see time and time again. Justice isn't so swift when it comes to females like Ariel. They have to be extra careful and handle her with kids' gloves. I'm not sure what the school's rules are for their employees, so I'm not sure if she violated any rules by having relations with him, but vandalizing people's cars and ramming into them, that's enough. All I can say is moving forward, no college football team or NFL team should ever hire this woman at all. I'm sorry. This right here should disqualify her from ever working in men's sports at all. I just don't understand how we keep finding these wild.
Yeah, she ain't even been suspended. She still got a job. She still got a job. Houseway. How? How does he still how does she still have a job? I mean, fuck it. Let me go into this one because I see y'all had it already, and I see y'all asked about it in the truth chat. Here we go.
In her 30s, suffered life-threatening injuries. This is outside of Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia.
Okay, this is the 6-year-old shoots teacher at elementary school in Virginia. Newport News.
Where a 6-year-old student shot and wounded a Virginia teacher during an altercation inside a...
Does anybody know what color this kid is? I'm just going to go on a limb here and say he was white. I don't know, but I'm just going to guess he's a white kid, right? Somebody let me know in the chat.
Grade classroom. That's according to police and school officials there in the city of Newport News. No students were injured in the shooting. The teacher, a woman in her 30s, suffered life-threatening injuries. Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew told reporters that her condition had improved somewhat by late afternoon.
I knew it was white.
Police said the child had a handgun in the classroom and that they took that student into custody. Parents and students were reunited at a gymnasium door, according to Newport News Public Schools. There you see law enforcement on the scene. Earlier this afternoon, you saw so many police, onlookers, bystanders, parents, family members there beyond that yellow police tape, waiting to be reunited with their loved ones and their...
He knew where they kept the guns. And apparently it's enough guns in the house that the parents didn't notice it missing. If you use your gun every day, parents, how did y'all not notice it missing? It's something you look at every day, if you carry it every day.
Children. Newport News is a city of about 185,000 people in southeastern Virginia, known for its shipyard, which builds the nation's aircraft carriers and other U.S. Navy vessels. Rich Neck Elementary has about 550 students. It's a K-5 institution. That's according to the Virginia Department of Education's website. School officials have already said there will be no classes on Monday after the weekend. So this is overhead earlier this afternoon, where police said and school officials said a 6-year-old in a first grade classroom shot and gravely injured his teacher, a female in her 30s. The 6-year-old was taken into custody. Right now, let's listen in to some...
Was she the intended target? Was it a classmate that was the intended target? It's so many questions I have about this.
These law enforcement officials, city officials, and school officials, police held a press conference earlier tonight. Let's watch.
I'll sort of keep my comments brief. Newport News is it's a community. We are going to succeed or we're going to fail together. Today, I cannot be prouder of our public servants who were here very, very quickly. The outer cordon, inner cordon were established. Can I be more proud of the police force, the sheriff, the entire fire department, my colleagues that stand behind us, the superintendent, the school board, our delegates that are here. Newport News is a strong community, and we are always going to be together.
What happened, nigga?
We're going to come back stronger. So I'll take some questions at this time.
This is the youngest we've seen in a very long time.
Yes. So right now it's still raw right now. But I will tell you is there's going to be a full after action, not only from internally of the city council, but school board and others, but we are going to ensure that we have the right steps and policies so this doesn't happen again.
Mayor, do you?
What I really say is today our students got a lesson in gun violence.
They cut the mayor off. He wasn't talking about shit. They cut that nigga off.
That we have the right steps and policies so this doesn't happen again.
Mayor, do you?
What I really say is today our students got a lesson in gun violence and what guns can do to disrupt not only an educational environment, but also a family, a community. And I reiterate what the mayor said, that Newport News is a very proud community.
Students got a lesson in that's not a lesson they supposed to get, sir. They not supposed to see their classmates shoot the teacher. That's just not a lesson they supposed to get. I mean, at some point, we're going to have to stop acting like these kids ain't shooting shit up and just go ahead and put metal detectors in all the fucking schools. Why is that such a hard thing to do? Elementary school shootings have been on the uptick for the past 10 years. Why the fuck don't y'all have metal detectors in them yet? Y'all got them in the high schools? Or y'all feel like kids ain't gonna do that shit when time and time again, kids keep shooting shit up? Like psychopaths and crazy people don't become crazy when they're fucking adults. They're crazy as kids.
We pride ourselves in working diligently to provide a safe learning environment for all students. The efforts we saw today by our faculty were admirable. And the response that it took to get our kids, make sure our kids were safe, make sure our parents were reunified with the students in as timely as we can make it. We don't plan for these incidents, but we do plan to have plans to make sure our schools are safe. We need the community.
Sir, what plan do you have to make sure y'all schools are safe if this 6-year-old was able to walk in with a damn gun? I'm just saying, what, please tell me. You're just saying a whole bunch of nothing right now.
As timely as we can make it. We don't plan for these incidents, but we do plan to have plans to make sure our schools are safe. We need the community support, continued support. To make
no, nigga, y'all need metal detectors every day. Metal detectors. Beep, 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 beep. Go off. Kid walk in with gun. Beep, 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 beep. That's what you need. You hear beep, 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 beep. We look. Police typically are on the scene. The school resource officers are right there in case the beep, beep, beep go off and it's the nigga with a gun. Oh, God, this is ridiculous. Again, Biden been in the office for about 2 years. So, yeah, it's getting ready to ramp up. We about to have who running for president on the Republican side, and they got to have a lot of talking points. And I've been saying this shit consistently. Every time it's an election coming up, we have a whole bunch of guns going off. Whole bunch of shootings, mass shootings, school shootings, whatever type of shootings you can think of. We have a whole bunch of those so they can talk about gun reform, which never changes, even though they do all this talking. And we have a lot of officer-involved shootings and or killings every single time. Ramping up. Watch it.
That guns are not available to use. And I'm sounding like a broken record today because I continue to reiterate that we need to keep the guns out of the hands of our young people. This is evidence today that these are the things that happen when we have access to weapons. I cannot control access to weapons. My teachers cannot control access to weapons.
You can control access to metal detectors. Yeah, you can.
What we have to do is we have to make sure that is also a clear message that comes out of a situation of this nature. We do respond to whatever we have come on campus, but again, it comes on campus because of access in the community, and we need and this is not a Newport News problem. It's a bigger and broader problem than what we're seeing today.
Okay, so you were listening in there to
Growing up, my kids saw two guns at all times. Every day were in my house. One locked up, the other one near me. So they couldn't do it. But they were taught gun safety and all of that good stuff. Even though it was a gun lock on one of them, and the other one was with me all the time, you know what I checked to see every day when they were there? To see if the one with the gun lock was still where it's supposed to be. That's what responsible gun owners do, especially if you have more than one.
school superintendent, to the mayor of Newport News, as we were looking over. Sorry about that audio. Looking over these aerials earlier there at Rich Neck Elementary School this afternoon. We just want to repeat some of these facts of this story where a 6-year-old student shot and wounded his teacher, a woman in her 30s today. She's on the mend, she's improving, but she suffered life-threatening injuries. And the 6-year-old, the child, has been taken into custody, had a handgun in the classroom.
Why ain't shoot her?
Police also added that the shooting was not an accident. And so you can just not even imagine the thought that goes through parents' minds when they get alerted to something like this at their children's schools. We've seen it time and time again. And we'll keep you updated if we learn more about what led to this today, where that 6-year-old got a handgun. School will not be in session Monday after the weekend.
Yep, that was a white one. But typically, most of these mass shooting things are white. It'd be the white people. Okay, I'm torn. Which one am I gonna do? Two mothers died. This one I'm gonna do. This one is out of Houston. Two mothers die after receiving BBL. Safer.
Devastating to many of the people who read.
I got some questions, but I need more information. See, I'm one of them people. I get pulled into titles. I hadn't watched this, but I saw the title and I was like, "Ooh, this is something I want to listen to and discuss." So I got questions. Two mothers die after receiving BBL. Safer alternatives. Let's go.
And welcome back to the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. It's a new year, and for some people, it's a chance to create a new look for themselves. We just talked about the obsession with the ladies a few minutes ago here on The Factor Uncensored. Now we're discussing and going to discuss how dangerous the procedure can be. Two women, both mothers, got the procedure, and we heard about them over the weekend. Just devastating to many of the people who read it, and they ended up dying. Secreta Tolliver traveled from Chicago to the Dominican Republic for her BBL. She died from internal bleeding while recovering from the procedure last month. 26-year-old Janisha Jayla Williams got surgery for both a BBL, died from internal, devastating to many of the people. Now we're discussing and going to discuss how dangerous the procedure can be. Two women, both mothers, got the procedure, and we heard about them over the weekend. Just devastating to many of the people who read it, and they ended up dying. Secreta Tolliver traveled from Chicago to the Dominican Republic for her BBL. She died from internal bleeding while recovering from the procedure last month. 26-year-old Janisha Jayla Williams got surgery for both a BBL and a butt lift in 2021. Sadly, she never woke up once the surgery was completed. Turns out an unlicensed doctor gave her anesthesia. Board-certified plastic surgeon and the man who has been ringing the alarm here in Houston for months.
Both of these women are black. One's 26. I don't know the first lady they mentioned, but in the picture there was like 4 kids. So I'm guessing she's a bit older. But there seems to be a trend where black women are dying from doing this shit, and it doesn't seem to be a deterrent, especially in the Dominican, because like Miss Linda said, the Dominican ain't safe. It's been so many stories about bots, surgeries in the Dominican and not knowing what they're doing and it being cheap and diseases and infections and they just won't stop going. And it's men don't. Y'all can say what y'all want to, but men, we accept ourselves for who the fuck we are. You don't hear about no whole bunch of men dying because they was trying to get tummy tucks and shit. We just accept it. We accept it. Them forgetting. You got your ass fixed, your stomach sucked in, and not once did you think to exercise. And like these women were, I'm assuming they were single, that they wanted to even do all of this anyway, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get into all of it. But it's just how many surgery for what? Dying to look good, literally.
Dr. Malik Cutting joins me now here on The Factor Uncensored to hear, and we all saw those pictures on social media, and as I got them, I sent them to my producer, to hear that such young people, lives have ended as a result of them seeking beauty, dying to be beautiful in their minds. Your thoughts about seeing so many young people in their lives as a result of getting plastic surgery?
Well, I think you have to really think about how those patients end up where they end up to have those operations. And that's really where the problem lies. If you separate out the people who had serious problems or a death from everyone else, I think what you'd find being done by surgeons not be doing it. There facilities where surgery shouldn't happen. The anesthesia services are really substandard. The vast majority of problems are happening in those situations.
And unfortunately, doctor, what we have is individuals who find the cheap route. These are people who are not board certified, not in this country. In one case, the Dominican Republic. In another case, this person did not have a license. And so they're likely charging cheaper rates.
Oh, they definitely are charging less. And, you know, you have people who are that say you find a surgeon to perform the procedure in the first place, and you find him on TikTok or Instagram. You have all these different doctors advertising services, basically, you know, just as if it were any other commodity. And people will gravitate toward the ones that are cheaper, and they don't understand that it's not a commodity. There's a big difference between this operation or any plastic surgery operation being done by somebody who's qualified and somebody who should absolutely not be doing it. The ones who shouldn't be doing it are doing it very cheaply, and patients don't understand that.
And I think people think, okay, so this is just my ass. My ass is not going to kill me, but it could if it's not properly done.
Church members who getting BBL, I guess they got tired of giving money to the building fund. What they gonna do with it? With their old ass? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, at what age do you stop trying to be fine? Especially when you hearing people dying from it constantly. Like, BBLs and shit is taking as many lives as fentanyl at this point.
By someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and what I can do is give you just kind of a brief example of a particular problem that can happen. There's something called a fat embolus, which is a small amount of fat accidentally gets injected into a blood vessel. It goes into the circulation and can kill a patient very quickly. That problem is something that's avoided with excellent training and experience. And that's something that the cheap doctors don't have. If they had that kind of training, they wouldn't have to do it so cheaply. That's just one example.
And really quick, many of those doctors who are not like an oral surgeon who will do this, they get like a weekend of training.
Yes,
or a course, and then they start the procedure.
Yeah, very common. And I think I've talked about it before. There's a course that has a 15-minute segment on patient safety. So you're not going to catch these kinds of very...
See, Nene Nicole, that's why you heard about all these women going to the Dominican and shit and getting dying and shit. That's why you done heard a whole bunch of men. You don't heard that story. Man goes to the Dominican and gets a penis implant and dies. He goes and get a 6-plant implant and dies. And good grief. The truth, my advice is ignore the trash, sir. Ignore the trash. That's what he want. Ignore the Todd squad. He ain't going nowhere.
Things. You're not going to have somebody who's been trained under the supervision of other really experienced surgeons on exactly how to do these things and avoid those kinds of complications. But any operation.
Exactly, Nene Nicole, and we fine with that. We are fine with it.
You can have a complication. You can have bleeding. You can get an infection. You can have anesthesia problems. But you limit the chance of those happening if you are choosing the right surgeon. And that's what board certification for plastic surgeons is all about. You have somebody, you have to have certain types of training, you have to have a certain amount of experience. And then you have this large group of very, highly respected surgeons looking at your abilities and saying, okay, we think that you're good enough that you can go out and you can do these for people. And if you don't have board certification, usually it's because you just don't have that kind of an experience.
And so when we talk about these procedures and individuals who are putting their lives at risk, what can you say? Because I looked at all of these posts over the weekend, not just
dying for fat asses. That's what we're talking about here. Dying for fat asses. BBL, Brazilian butt lift, lifting that thing up, making it plump. Dying to have a fat ass. Some y'all claim y'all got anyway.
the weekend, but during the holiday when I was off, and I'm like, here's another one, here's another one, what can we say, if anything, to people out there who are looking to go the cheap way through medical tourism, going to a foreign country where they can save money, or those who may not be board certified?
Well, you know, what I tell people, what I charge for this operation is going to be more than it is if you go to.
Nicole, women are competing against other women. They ain't competing, they are. Men, we tell y'all we don't like a whole bunch of shit. Them long ass lashes, them long ass nails, the Frito smelling weaves. We tell y'all we don't like none of this shit. The bonnets, y'all do it anyway. Y'all ain't competing with us. It's not for us. Y'all do that shit to get other women's attention. Y'all compete with other bitches to shit on that bitch, to be like, aha, I got this and I got that nigga.
Dominican Republic, you know, but what I tell people is don't be price sensitive, and it sounds kind of self.
There's Cap Nicole's perspective. I don't believe you, Cap.
Serving, but it's to say, don't make the cost of the operation the first consideration. You know, it's not like just having this particular operation is the same no matter who does it. And you should just go with the cheapest thing. It's not like gasoline.
Right.
You know, that's the thing that people just don't get, that there is a difference between different doctors who do these things. And it's not just the surgeon, you know, anesthesia. if you're having it done cheaply, you're definitely getting cheap anesthesia. And people don't think about that. They're thinking about the doctor and only the doctor. They don't think about what kind of facility it is. They don't think about who's giving them anesthesia. And when I tell patients, when I do surgery on them, I say, the most important person in the room is you. The second most important person is the anesthesiologist, because they're the ones who are keeping you alive during that operation.
Very sensitive procedure. And also, many people get these procedures done in another country and hop on the plane the same day or the next day, and you shouldn't do that. But Dr. Cuddy, we'll continue to talk about this as long as
nigga named Dr. Cuddy. I wouldn't go to him neither. Son of a bitch. Dr. Cuddy. I see plenty natural, nice booties.
Along this gravel road in St. Francis.
Okay, this one here is out of Arkansas, some goddamn, St. Francis County, Arkansas. Arkansas man charged after body found in his backyard.
This county, Arkansas, detectives made a gruesome discovery just before the new year.
That's wild to have it hit you just like that, basically at your doorstep.
Lieutenant Travis Hill says in late December, the sheriff's office received a tip a body was buried on this property on County Road 410.
We obtained a search warrant for that property and did recover a buried body.
Hill says 31-year-old Jonathan Paulman lives in the home on the land. Neighbors say other people live there too. But it's Paulman who's now charged with first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse after a body was found behind this camper. A neighbor tells us he's heard of suspicious activity on the property before.
It freaks me.
Wait a minute. So y'all didn't smell the decomposition? It's just, I bet you won't what? Watch My Mississippi Woman short from last year. I bet you won't. I sure will.
Because around Halloween, I saw somebody out there with a light, and I knew they were behind the trailer. They had dogs out there.
We're told detectives are awaiting DNA test results to identify the body and for the state medical examiner to determine the official cause of death. The sheriff also has not released a motive for the murder.
I can't release any information of how the person was killed. I can just tell you that we have enough information, and Mr. Paulman was charged.
Paulman is currently being held here at the St. Francis County Detention Center. His bond is set at $250,000. Now reporting in Forest City, Bria Jones, WREG News, Channel 3.
What is this? What Nicole's perspective? What does the thumbnail look like? You got a lot of shorts. It's a whole bunch of them. I see somebody shooting guns and food and stuff. I don't know what the thumbnail look like because I don't think it. Oh, I see it. Okay, I did that one. Go another one.
A shocking.
I think this looks like the first Tennessee in Raleigh. This one's called Bank Teller Stole $28,000 from 83-year-old account.
Story now of a Raleigh woman losing thousands of dollars allegedly stolen.
I recognized it.
From her bank account by a teller. The woman contacted police after noticing some suspicious activity on her account to the tune of $28,000. As WREG's Mike Sirianni reports, the crime is especially disturbing because it involves an elderly victim.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised because everybody I talk to in there, they are very nice.
This woman, who doesn't want to be identified, is a longtime customer of this First Horizon Bank in Raleigh. According to police, this is the branch where 27-year-old Aaron Cheney worked as a teller and managed to steal thousands from an 83-year-old woman's bank account back in 2021.
Because so much happening nowadays, we have to be cautious, especially when it comes to our money.
The affidavit of complaint states when the victim noticed unusual activity in her account, she disputed it with bank employee Aaron Cheney. Cheney reportedly issued the woman a new debit card and requested the new PIN to be on file. But investigators say it appears Cheney used the new debit card information as well as the victim's old debit card at several Bank of America and Walmart locations throughout Memphis. Transactions amounting to $28,111.
We hear financial exploitation of seniors frequent.
Who let their mama leave the debit card PIN number on file? Oh, this is sad. Hey, I'm confused. It's another lie. Yes, it is. I'm on both channels, Juicy Kim. Hey, slaying the bullshit. Yeah, I don't think that's you, Nicole's perspective. I'm sorry. I need to do more verification. I need two-step verification. I don't believe you. I'm just saying. I think it, but I don't think that's you. Yeah, I don't see no face. No face, no case. They could be anybody. I'm just saying.
Kim Daughtry, Executive Director of the Aging Commission of the Mid-South, says this is a reminder of how simple safeguards can protect the elderly and vulnerable from becoming victims.
Set up notifications on your
Aging Commission
You should be ashamed of
the
yourself,
Mid-South says this is a reminder of how simple safeguards can protect the elderly and vulnerable.
Aaron Cheney, you should be ashamed.
From becoming victims.
Set up notifications on your bank accounts or credit cards or investments that would help you understand any transactions that were occurring on those accounts.
In Memphis, Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, look out for that suspicious activity. Now, Aaron Cheney.
Aaron Cheney.
I'm proud of myself.
The last one is a doozy. Famous women miserable after years of being strong and independent. I don't need a man, gets old. Once again, Pink Book listens.
Feel very proud. I'm proud of myself.
Taraji P. Henson in the thumbnail, and that's who talking. So I guess she's going in on this. I don't know what she said. Yes, two-step verification. Yes, I need to verify these things.
I'm proud of myself. I feel very proud to be able to look in the camera and say, I'm not that strong. Like, I'm fighting for my joy. Every day it's a fight. Every day I feel like I'm fighting for my life, you know, because I feel like so many people look up and they're counting on me. You know what I mean? I don't feel like no hero. Okay, baby. Take a second. I'm not a fucking hero. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm somebody I'm a human.
Who asked you to be a hero, ma'am? Who asked you to be a hero?
I'm trying to figure this thing out every day. Yeah, what she and most modern women like her are trying to figure out is how to circumvent natural order, how to go around the way they know things ought to be.
I'm a fucking superhero. I don't know what she talking about.
And I know Taraji knows. This is not some young woman. This woman is 52 years old enough to be the mother of most of us watching this interview. Gen X women already know. Baby boomers already know. I can even say millennials now. The only difference is the Gen X women and baby boomers, they grew up very close to and had a better front row seat to our grandmothers and great grandmothers of the silent generation. So they all know what to do. What they've been trying to do for decades now is circumvent. They have been trying to establish new rules, new order, and attempting to be in charge as women. You get the woman king mindset. You're so strong, Black woman. You can do bad all by yourself, Black woman. Wait. Yeah, Taraji starred in that movie. That's the fight, Taraji. The fight is trying to change things into what you want it to be, as opposed to doing and being what you're supposed to be. Taraji P. Henson opened up in this interview. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from the one
that apply to me too. All that.
I thought I was happy, but the things that I thought, I'm gonna get emotional, I don't want to. The things that I thought was making me happy, they don't cut it anymore. And so I'm in a place where what does that look like? And I'm kind of spinning because I don't know. The things that made me happy before, like, you know, when I was going to get married and that didn't work out. It's not that. It's not marriage. It's not a man. It's not. So it's for me to tap in to find my happiness. And to be quite honest with you, Angie, I haven't been happy, like purely happy in a long time. Oh, give me your hand. I haven't. I'm sorry.
she had to throw it out there that it's not a man and it's not marriage. That's to appease the sisterhood and to make it look like she's still a strong, independent Black woman. But we all know that's the one thing that she's deflecting from. The truth is, when you're 50 and 60 years old, no one cares about the college you went to 35, 40 years ago. Even with Taraji, there was once a time she thought her purpose was to be rich and famous. Okay, check. She did that. Went to school, great career. Check. She did that. Made money, she's famous. Traveled across the world. Check. She did that. What's missing, Taraji? You have friends, businesses, fame, education. What's the one thing that you're missing?
I did. You know, I'm about to go to Bali for a month by myself. It's my own spiritual journey.
I love this for you. Tell me about this. Wait, do you normally do trips by yourself?
Yes.
Never. Okay, can I tell you?
She lied. She sang all her trips by herself to fuck.
I think I've told you this before. I used to do this every single year. I'm like a year out, I haven't done it, and my spirit is like yearning for it.
It's time.
So I did it first, maybe I'm like 4 or 5 years ago, and then I did it every year because when you do it, whenever you're with somebody else, you're on their time and their energy. Even if it's a best friend,
it's somebody to consider.
It's just
you gotta
somebody to
consider
consider.
their problems. You can't really focus on you.
Well, y'all see it best friend, not significant other. Angie Martinez, this ain't about you. Let Taraji speak, ma'am.
Go by yourself.
And by the way, let's not get it twisted. Angie Martinez has the same issues. The Gen X women that's a part of this entertainment industry, they stumped hard in the 90s and early 2000s. Where do you think the Zennials and Millennials got it from?
You wake up by yourself. It's your own thoughts. It's your own, it's you force that you just and you could be at peace and comfort. I love it. I haven't never done it a long time. Normally my trips by myself would be like 4 days. I'll go go to Turks, sit in the by the pool for 4 days, books, pen, right, you know, just whatever. But Bali sounds.
Listen, it's gonna take me 24 hours to get there. That's by myself. That's like, hey girl, let's get a mimosa. Like, that's literally by myself. And then I'm going to be there by myself. It's sober.
For how long?
A month.
Wow.
Literally.
Is this because of where you're at and you're trying to like?
Yeah. I gotta find my happiness. And it's not in my friends. It's not in my mama.
It's in Bali. Well, I ain't gonna lie, Bali is dope. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that. You got me. Fuck it. I wish I could go.
And, you know, it's me. It's me. And this is the work I gotta do.
So that means work gets shut down.
Everything. Well, it's the perfect time. I'm the type of person that if I'm not my best, I don't want to be around people because I feel like God has given me a gift to lift people up. And so if I'm not capable in my own being to do that.
So you're saying you're not your best right now, but you're doing an interview with Angie Martinez. Ooh. I'm push play though.
You get low.
I get low, and I don't want to go because I don't want to bring everybody down.
Yeah.
I know that about me.
Yeah.
I know that I'm a energy transfer, like everybody is. But I'm clear.
I wonder that for you sometimes, as your friend and just watching you and fan of your career. You're always the
life of the party.
You're life of the party, and
It was my best friend that said it. She was like,
challenges.
It is very challenging. She said, you know, I watch you and Taraji, no matter what you're going through, you will go into it. She said, you're such an empath. You're so compassionate that no matter what you're going through, and I know you'll go into a room and you'll see people not able to pull themselves up, and you'll be that person. And you'll ignore your whole, what you're going through, your mental state. You'll ignore it just to lift that room up.
That's exhausting, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's tiring.
And I'm just getting to
it's kind, but it's like,
I'm just getting to this point where it's like, it's empty for me now.
Oh, that's what
like,
everybody.
I can do it, and I love it. I love to make people happy and smile. But then what about me? Because I go home in the shadows and the four corners of my room. Who's there to lift me up?
Exactly, Taraji. Who's there for you? We all know what it is, but she's so strong and independent that she won't even admit that part. Hanging around a bunch of women every day, all day won't do it. Your friends can't do it. Your mama and daddy can't do it for you. It's one thing that she's missing, but she's too proud to say it. She's afraid of looking weak amongst the sisterhood.
So this trip to Bali ain't got nothing to do with it.
She does keep feeling to leave out dick. She just won't. She leaving it out.
Friends, my mama.
Hell, she leaving out family in general. Kid, husband, dog, cat. 2-car garage. She leaving all that shit out.
My dad, my kid, no, this is me. As I understand what my life purpose is, then it shifts. You know, I get clearer on what my purpose is. You know, at first I thought it was just to be a glamorous superstar. You know, then it was like, but no, God gave you the mic. What you gonna say?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Fame won't do it for you either. Attention won't do it for you. No one's purpose on earth is to be a glamorous superstar. You have women who are glamorous superstars, but that's not their purpose. And this is the main reason why so many women are unhappy today. They chase after glitz and glam, and at some point they realize somebody lied to them because that didn't do it for them. Even once they got what they thought they wanted.
And another thing is, when you see people happy, doesn't mean that they're not going through anything. You know,
you came in here super happy. Anybody in this room who didn't know you or didn't have the chance to sit with you and have this like deeper conversation is like, she's like the happiest lady on the planet because that's what you present as. That's what a lot of people present that.
And that's how you get to the
Taraji, news flash. You ain't had to say that. We know just because people appear happy doesn't mean they're not going through anything. I appear happy every time I get on this motherfucker, and clearly people can see I'm going through shit. It's public. Here's what the fuck it is. I don't take what's going on with me out on people. They ain't got nothing to do with it. It's called being an adult. You 13 years older than 14, because I'm not 40 yet. 14 years older than me, man. You should know this shit.
It's like, how did this person die by suicide?
I really wish Taraji the best. I don't think going over there for a month all alone is going to fix her problems. If she's not in her right mind, I'm afraid she won't make it back. She's done therapy, but that's another problem. And I'm not talking about all of them, but a lot of these female therapists, they're going through the same issues. That's because 9 times out of 10, they're also a feminist. Talking to another feminist isn't going to help you understand the real reason why your life has been so hard for you for the last few decades. Shout out to Taraji for opening up and allowing us to study her case. Younger women, you don't want to end up like this. Stop fighting to be so strong and independent, making life more difficult for no reason. It does not have to be that way. Special thank you to our sister Keita G. I appreciate you keep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I get. I want to do some news stories. There's some weird shit going on out here. There's a lot of weird shit going on out here. It's a lot of it. I made the weird news today. I'm back on my fuck shit in the morning, no 10-10. Who I'm talking about? It's a surprise. Y'all be there. Yeah, as I said, we got memberships. Shout out to Mad Militant for being the first member on the channel. The real MVP. See y'all people in the morning. We out. Peace. Wait, no, this not the one. Is this the one I want to play? No. Hold on. Yes, it is.
State gang, the mob, true sippers. We in too deep. Money boy, money boy, money boy, trade. Money boy, money boy, money boy, trade. Money boy, money boy, money boy, trade. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on net. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a head. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on net. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a head. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. It's a go 10 and 4, it's a bed. On the ground, about to cook me a jet. Niggas mad when I stun and I flip. With precision, I'm gripping the jet. Burn a brain while I'm gripping the neck. No dealings, I jump on some tests. I'm a dog, it's the same on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my ex. Play if I move it on to the net. I done bring it across down with the net. I'm shattered, I'm blessed. Like a bitch in that room with a friend. VIP talking shit with some jet. Take it simple with Yankees and Mets. High fiving with guys in it. Don't ego, my life is the shit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on net. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a head. I'm tossing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on net. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a head. I'm tossing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. First you smoke, I sit into my stripping. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. I just suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s and green, kids at the lane. Pulling up train, form machine. Infrared beam, carbon 15. Money boy trade, fly with no wing. My bottoms is red, robbers is green. Hold on my body, I feel like a king. Go to one center, course I watch a king. Real rich and riding, but on for the name. Fuck your opinion, that's all that I strain. I was 14 when I had a drain. Dollar sign, go for the green. Pop me a bean. Swagging, I'm fresh and I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing Supreme. Rolling up, smoking Supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon 15.